Hi, I'm Becky Streepy from Glue and Glitter, and today I'm going to show you how to make cauliflower fried rice in your air fryer. Before we get started cooking, I wanted to mention a couple of things about this recipe. First of all, I'm going to tell you a secret. You can actually use this recipe to make regular fried rice too. Just substitute the cauliflower for whatever kind of rice you like, white, brown, it doesn't really matter. Cooking temperature and time, everything stays the same. You can even go like half cauliflower, half rice, and you can also swap out the other veggies too to kind of accommodate what you have on hand. This recipe is meant to be kind of a good leftovers fridge dump recipe, so see what you have and use what you have and just kind of follow this technique to make your best cauliflower fried rice. The other thing I wanted to mention before we get started is that this recipe gets cooked in 2 rounds. Round 1 is the hard veggies, so the carrots, the onions, and also the tofu because I want that to get a little bit firmer. And then round 2 is the softer veggies, like the cauliflower, the minced broccoli, the frozen peas, that don't need as much time to get cooked through. Normally what I would do is I'd have everything chopped and ready like I do, but while the round 1 stuff is frying, I would mix the round 2 stuff then to save some time. But air fryers are loud, and I don't think you want to hear me shouting over my air fryer, so in this video I'm going to air fry round 1 completely, and then we'll come back and do round 2, which you can also totally do if you don't mind taking a little extra time. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get going. So the first thing we're going to do is crumble this half block of extra firm tofu. I pressed out the extra liquid already earlier. And this tofu is meant to act like the egg in a usual fried rice recipe. If you don't like tofu, you can totally leave it out. You can sub in other plant-based proteins that you like vegan chicken or seitan, or just leave it out completely, that's fine too. So to crumble it up, you just kind of use your clean hands, and you're going for not like a ricotta consistency, like some pieces are okay like this, but just kind of crumbled up. Think scrambled egg when you're crumbling. And I'm gonna get a kitchen towel because my hands are all tofu-y. Okay, so to the tofu, we're gonna add some turmeric, and this is going to give it that yellow eggy color and also a little bit of healthy boost, right, because turmeric's really healthy. And then just a little bit of soy sauce. This is reduced sodium soy sauce. I just think it tastes better. You can use whatever you have. I'm going to stir this together to get the tofu nice and coated. It doesn't take long. And then to this mixture, I'm gonna add my chopped carrot and some chopped onion. And you're adding these early on because they take longer to cook than these other ingredients. So I'm just gonna stir these up. And then we're ready to get round 1 cooking. So I'm just gonna dump this right into my air fryer basket. And this is gonna cook on 370 for 10 minutes, shaking after 5 minutes. Like I mentioned, while this is cooking, normally is when you would be getting all of this round 2 stuff mixed up and ready to go in the air fryer, but for the sake of noisiness, I'm gonna not do it that way. So I'll see you in 10 minutes. Hey, we're back, and round 1 is done. Let's take a look. As you can see, you've got some nice browned tofu. The carrots are starting to cook. So like I said, normally at this point you'd be ready to just dump in round 2 and keep going, but we're gonna mix it up right now. So the first thing you need is your riced cauliflower. I riced this already. You have a couple of options to do this. You can toss your cauliflower into the food processor and pulse it until you get a ricey consistency. You can also use a box grater, like the stand-up kind that you use to shred cheese. use the fattest hold on there and just grate it down. Also, some stores now are selling pre-riced cauliflower. I've seen it at Trader Joe's and Kroger and Target, and I'm guessing most grocery stores have it. So if you're feeling lazy, you can buy it pre-riced and just dump it in. Save yourself a step. So to the cauliflower, we're gonna add some minced garlic and ginger. A little bit of finely chopped broccoli. This is mostly just for color. You can use kale instead of broccoli, pretty much anything. I just thought a little bit of green would be nice in this recipe. You also get a little green from the frozen peas. You don't have to use frozen peas, but it sure is easy. You can use fresh if you want. It doesn't really matter. The results will still be delicious. And then you're gonna add your sauce mixture. This is a little bit more of that reduced sodium soy sauce. A little bit of toasted sesame oil. If you don't do oil, that's fine. You can leave out the toasted sesame oil. When you shake that first time, if you do leave this out, if things are looking dry, just add a teaspoon or two of soy sauce or an extra teaspoon or two of the rice vinegar. Either way, you're going to use a little bit of rice vinegar to start. I'm just going to toss this together, get everything nice and coated in the liquid. The liquid is important because you don't want things to get dried and burnt. You just want them to get nice and tender in the air fryer. All right, then this is hot, so I'm going to protect my countertop. And just dump that right in. And you might think that this is all going to fall through those holes at the bottom. And you probably would have the same concern if you were making regular fried rice. But a surprisingly small amount falls through, like maybe a few tablespoons. Part of the reason that I do the tofu and hard veggies first is because they create a little bit of a barrier also, which helps. But yeah, just not that much falls through the bottom. Maybe it's all the liquid magic, I don't know. So I'm just giving it a little bit of a shake to combine. And we're gonna do 370 for another 10 minutes, and we're ready to eat. See you in 10 more minutes. Hey, we're back, and it's all done. I think I did forget to mention before I started the air fryer that just like in round 1, you'll shake round 2 after 5 minutes. So let's pull it out and take a look. All right. So here you go. I'm gonna dish some up. I will tell you, especially if you're buying your cauliflower pre-riced, the size of the cauliflower can vary. Also, just how done you like it to look can vary. So if you like your cauliflower fried rice a little more well done, you can put it back for 2 to 5 more minutes. Just shake every couple minutes. Take a peek and see how it's looking. I feel like this amount of cooking time is just right for most cases. That's it.